Okay, we're going to try and break another record tonight. Shavua Tov. Let's see if I can give you today's 14 mitzvahs in 3 minutes. Here goes. The first 6 mitzvahs of the day pertain. All mitzvahs for today are related to idol worship, but the first 6 mitzvahs particularly are about an inciter. Person A trying to incite person B to worship idolatry. So the first mitzvah is that a Jew may not incite another Jew to worship idolatry. The next mitzvah is that person B, who person A tried to incite, may not love person A. Generally speaking, we're supposed to love every fellow Jew. In this case, person B may not love person A. The next mitzvah, generally speaking, of course, you're supposed to help anybody that you can, even if you don't particularly like that person. This mitzvah is that person B may not help person A. Next mitzvah, of course, we're supposed to, if you see somebody in mortal danger, you got to have compassion and rescue that person. But the mitzvah for today is that person B may not rescue person A, even if person A is in mortal danger. Generally speaking, of course, if you know that somebody's in trouble in court with the law and you have some evidence that you can come forward with that will be in the defense of this person, you're supposed to bring it forward. But again, this is an exception. The next mitzvah is that person B may not should not come to bring arguments in defense of person A. And then finally, with respect to this series of mitzvahs, if person B has damning evidence to bring against person A, the inciter, then he is obligated to do so and is prohibited. It's a negative commandment. You may not withhold that damning evidence. The next 4 mitzvahs pertain to prophets, but the wrong type of prophets. So there's a negative prohibition. A person is not allowed to be a prophet in the name of an idol, to say, deity X spoke to me and gave me the following message. And the next mitzvah is that the potential audience of that prophet, other people are not allowed to listen to this prophet who speaks in the name of an idol. The next mitzvah is the prohibition against speaking in the name of Hashem, but saying a message, a prophecy that Hashem never spoke to you. So that's a false prophet, even in the name of the one and true God, is also, we're of course prohibited from doing that. And then the next mitzvah is that others are not allowed to have fear or be intimidated of the false prophet. The next prohibition is that we are not allowed to swear in the name of false gods. And the final 3 mitzvahs pertain to specific types of idolatry or witchcraft. The number 1 is oath, which was a practice where a person would, very, very strange, would bring this incense offering and then the next thing they would do is they would hear this voice emanating from their armpit, which would answer their questions. You're not allowed to engage in that. The Yidoni practice is similar prohibition where they would put a bone from this Yedoah bird in their mouth, and then bring an incense, and then the person would come into this trance-like state and start issuing predictions about the future. Negative prohibition, you're not allowed to do that practice. And then finally, the Molech worship, where they would take their children or some of their children and pass them through a raging flame. That's a negative prohibition, you're not allowed to do that. 3.5 minutes. Shavua Tov.